So today is day 7 in my journey. I am at. I think this is gonna be the last video. I'm gonna get into it and explain why and tell you everything else. But I'm just gonna get straight into it. So I told y'all I was having all this pain in my stomach. They said I possibly had an ulcer, whatever the case may be. That is. So with that being said, have been in a lot of pain in like the last 2 days, and my stomach, it's been like cramps, and it's like this pressure of feeling like someone is kind of like sitting on your stomach, and it hurts really really bad. It was an uncomfortable feeling, very annoying, very just like I wouldn't want anybody to have to deal with that pain, honestly. I didn't know what it was at the time. Went to the hospital, blah blah blah. Y'all seen all my videos. So today, last night, I was like, okay, you know what? I can't take this. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be in pain. Like, the medicine they gave me was for acid reflux and to stop the bloating. I want to say it helped a little bit, but it didn't really help with the pressure, and it only helped temporarily, and it didn't help with the pain. So even though I would like not feel it, I would still be bloated with the medicine. But I would still feel the pain of like the pressure if I wasn't bloated or whatever. So I've never had this issue. And it dawned on me, I'm like, hold on. Why is it that like out of your whole entire life and over your time of you smoking, you've never had any illnesses, you never illness, you never experienced illness, any medical conditions, any problems? Like my medical conditions have been great. I've never experienced something like this until literally a few days ago. And I started thinking, and I googled ulcers, and I googled like what different people did when they have them, and how do people pretty much eat, because a lot of people were complaining about the same one thing online about how they lost weight. Now keep in mind I dropped down to about 100 pounds over the course of the week. I typically weigh about 107, yeah, about 107, 110 if I'm really, really eating healthy and I'm really good, but between 105 and 107 on a good week. So for me to drop down to 100 pounds in a week, that was very scary for me, and I didn't want to push it. And it got to a point to where I was losing weight and went under 100 pounds, because that would just be scary, and that would make me pretty much feel some type of way. So that's why I decided to stray away from it. That's why I decided to smoke last night. So last night, I pretty much, I wasn't going to smoke, and I really didn't want to do it. Believe me or not, I know it's like you do what you want to do type of stuff, but no, I didn't feel compelled to do it, and I didn't want to do it for like the feeling of getting high. I wanted to do it to relieve the pain that I was feeling. So long story short, that's what I did. I just went ahead and I just smoked. I was like, forget it. I'm just going to do it. You know what? I'm going to be honest with them, because I feel like as long as I don't hide nothing from y'all, then I'm being true to myself, and, whatever the case may be. So I just did it, honestly. And I felt 100 better instantly. And this is no lie. Literally, as soon as I hit the first hit, my stomach literally it wasn't bloated. I put it on you, like it was a little slight pain, but not really. Also, keep in mind, prior to me smoking last night, I ate raspberries, made my stomach hurt. Ate blackberries, made my stomach hurt. I ate I was eating all this stuff that just kept making my stomach hurt. After I smoked, y'all, I ate like like three little mini sandwiches. I had a plate full of potatoes. I had some ice cream. I woke up, and on a scale, I had weighed about 102. And mind you, I weighed 100 yesterday, and that was from one blunt session or whatever. So I'm like, well, I didn't smoke one blunt. It was like my friend ended up, because I asked her, I was like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. This is crazy. And I was like, I don't really want to smoke, but I need to. And she was like, all right, well, then match something if you're going to smoke. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I ain't seen you, might as well. So then it turned into that pretty much. And all this to say, pretty much, after experiencing all this and realizing that like out of nowhere, I just started experiencing these issues with pain. I'm like, hold on, this is weird. Like, you never had this issue before, Jayla. Like, I am like one of the most healthy people I know, and it kept like it kept making me feel some type of way because the doctors kept running all these tests. I mean, everything came back negative. Like, you know what I mean? They did CAT scans, they did all this stuff, and everything kept coming back negative. And they're just like, we can't find a problem. Like, from what we see, you look good on the outside. So I'm like, well, they like, what's going on? Like, if I feel healthy, so all that to say, I started thinking and processing, and I'm like, Jayla, it's weird that the week you go without smoking is the week that some big wild like stuff happened to your stomach and you're in pain. And from me Googling, a lot of people said that they use marijuana to help them with their appetite. Um, and while they have an ulcer. So I went ahead and I did it and it helped y'all. And I'm being 100% honest. It's a day later. Today I was able to get up, move around, do stuff. It hurt a little bit when I first woke up, a little bit. It was kind of tight, but I can honestly say like I feel so much better. Now one thing I can say that I didn't really like is because like I told y'all, but I stayed up late last night, but I kind of slept in today and I didn't like that. But keep in mind, I was told to be put on like rest and just chill and not do too much. So I caught up on some rest and I just feel so much better today. I don't know if it's still there. I'm going to the doctors on Wednesday, to get it checked out and make sure it's gone away and it's healed or whatever. But I can truly say I feel like 100% better, y'all. Like today, I ate Chick-fil-A, I ate crabs, I ate ice cream, I had a banana. I've been eating all day. And now keep in mind today I did take some epitomin because I was like, I'm fighting this. Like we're gonna keep this appetite going. You're not about to sit in here and not eat and all that. So I've been fighting it and really just trying to keep going in terms of that. So I think today is going to be the last video that I record via this way. Since we've reached day 7 and I was consistent for 7 days, I am going to continue the journey to better on a weekly basis, and I will record from my digital camera because I will be honest, I don't like the quality of these videos. I just don't, and I've lost a lot of my following on YouTube from posting the quality of these videos. People are not liking it, and I get that. It's like 2017. I wanted to do this because it was easier, more convenient, and I just felt more authentic. But I'm still going to remain to be authentic with you guys. But it is getting hard to continuously post every single night. Keep in mind, I still work. I'm still in school. I'm very productive, and I'm going to continue to share this journey with you guys. But I don't know. I don't think I want to do it every night. I want to, since we reached 7 days, I'm going to do a reflection video on you guys, for you guys, like a journey to better reflection from 1 week. And in that, I will get further into, the smoking and the sex and everything that I said. But all this to say, here at day 7, what I realized is that balance is key. That comes with everything in your life. The things you consume, that's alcohol, that's if you smoke, if you have sex, whatever you do, whatever you eat, your diet, everything is not good when it's excessive. And that's what this whole journey has taught me, is that to live a healthy life means to live a balanced life. And it means to do things in moderation. And what it taught me and what it showed me is that, like, one, smoking marijuana is not a bad thing. I never said it was bad. I told y'all that I solely wanted to stop to clear my mind and give myself a break in my headspace, which I have done. And I can honestly, truly say out of 7 days, I feel like my head has been in a much more healthier space. And I think that I am at the point where I certainly want to smoke again. I'm just being honest with you guys. And that's just because knowing myself and knowing who I am as an individual, just being honest, I felt like I had to give everything up. Like I thought it meant like if I was going to live a good life, I had to like everything had to be good. No sex, no smoking, no nothing. Like I had to be like, this idea of perfect, like in a way. And I'm learning that like it's okay to still, if you want to have, that's fine. If you want to smoke, like that's fine. If you want to drink, it's okay. But it has to be done in moderation. It can't be something that becomes so excessive that you don't have a grip over it. Because I think that's where the problem really comes in, is when you abuse things and they become excessive. And from taking a break, like even today, like I got asked to smoke smoke, chill, whatever. Who knows? I might do it if I go out later on the night, just being honest. But earlier in the week, I had people asking me to smoke all week long. And the only time I did it is when I was by myself, and I really wanted to do it. So I think that shows a lot. And this isn't to discourage you guys and be like, oh, it's not realistic. Like, y'all not going to but I just think that everything takes time and that breaks are good. And what everybody needs in terms of a break isn't the same for everybody. I feel like in 7 days, I've gotten the most like clarity and transformation I have like in my entire life. Some people might need to stop smoking for one day. Some people might need 1 year. Some people might need forever. Like, you know what I mean? But one thing I can say is like, I kept kind of like looking at myself negatively, and I always thought like, like I could be better. Like I'm not doing, and I realized that like I was kind of hard on myself, and I set like kind of like unrealistic goals by thinking I was just going to drop everything. And me as a person, y'all, like I'm lit. Like every day we lit. Like I like to turn up. Like, that's me. Like I'm just being honest. I like to have fun. I like to have a good time. But I realized that that's fine. That's normal. And it's okay as long as it's not excessive. And I was never like the type of girl to go out every night. Or the only thing that was really excessive, like I said, was the smoking. But since me taking a break, calming down, I just feel like I'm in such a clear space. And this is also another thing. I don't really think I was so much dependent upon the weed I was smoking. I think that my addiction was with the tobacco because I roll up inside of backwoods. And as you know, backwoods are tobacco products. And I feel like when I used to fiend, it used to be for those. It used to be because I wanted to smoke like out of the backwoods. So I don't know. This is just all coming to me, and I'm really trying to be transparent. And this isn't to discourage anybody, and I'm not quitting. I'm still going, but it's just it takes time, and it's okay. It's the weekend, y'all. I literally didn't smoke at all this week, and I'm thinking that maybe that might be something that I try to do is to like let's just start off by like making it more of like a weekend every once in a while type thing. That's what I'm aiming for right now, is to just keep it to a minimum. Maybe just during the weekend because I can sleep in and stuff like that. But during the week, definitely no. Like definitely not during the day, not in the morning, not when I gotta get things done. No. So it's trial and error, but balance is key, y'all. Balance is very much key. And I just feel like I gotta stay true to myself. Like I'm an artist, I'm very expressive. I like to hang out with artistic individuals. And this is what I can say. Is there's nothing wrong with hanging out with people who smoke as long as those people know how to be productive and smoke. And for the longest time I thought like, oh, I don't need to be around, like I can't hang around my friends that smoke and it's like looking at it, I've always been a productive person. Like as y'all see, like I'm in my senior year of college. I got a job. I got an apartment. Weed has never messed with my productivity. It's only messed with I would say like my mental space a little bit. It just kind of just made me feel like I needed it, and now I know that I don't need it. So I feel like in a way I kind of have broken my dependency upon it. And I don't know, I just feel a lot better, and I feel like healthy, and I feel happy, and I'm glad that I shared this with you all. So yeah, I'm gonna catch it to a minimum because I'm ready to go. I'm gonna change my clothes, but I hope you like this and you find this helpful. And I will talk to y'all later on in another video per se. But this is it, y'all. It's a wrap for this journey for this week. I will resume, like I said, with my other camera, and I still want to be here and encourage you guys to work it out because it takes time. But I feel like what I've learned is that the only thing that can make you change is yourself. And if you guys go back and look at the videos from this week, I feel like you'll see that and you'll understand that. So I hope this was helpful for some. I hope, this gave y'all motivation, and I hope it continues to give you motivation. But just remember this, y'all. Like, the most important thing about being a better person, and I feel like what makes you a better person, is being compassionate, being kind. You can drink if you want to. Just don't do it every day. Just don't make it excessive. And don't forget to treat people right and to not be greedy and to not steal. And I just think that that's what I realized about myself. It's like, Jayla, like, you are a good person. Like, even though you smoke, even though you drink, even though you might have sex or whatever the case might be, you're still a great person on the inside. I've always kept my heart pure. And I think that ultimately that's all that matters, is that as long as you're trying to be better in some aspect, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, you just got to keep trying to be better. You don't have to be perfect, and nothing is ever going to be perfect. And that's what I learned. So, thumbs up if you like this. Remember to subscribe, and now I can resume back to my regular YouTube videos, because I know my diehard fans and my true subscribers are mad that I just like up and just started only doing this type of thing. So I'm gone. I'm gonna upload, and I'll talk to y'all at the end of this week.